YouTubers and YouTublets, welcome back to episode on the Griffin Armament Optimus Micro. Last video I told you I was gonna put some rounds through it, some 22s, and then we'll take it apart and see what happens. I put more than just some 22s through it though over the winter. I put some 5.7 through it. I put some 223 ammo through it. So I've got about 200 rounds of 22. I got about maybe 50 or less rounds of 5.7 and 60 rounds of 223 Hornady on an AR-15. I've run into a problem. Taper mount adapter here that you need to attach it to the muzzle brake on the AR-15 is basically welded to it. I did not tighten it down very much when I put it on. I snugged it. It came loose during shooting, not a lot, but just like any can will, it came loose just a hair off of from here to the muzzle brake. Right here, I can't get this off. I'm gonna have to use tools. I've coiled it. I've spent about 3 days twisting on it. It's just welded. This would normally go here. You can see there's some 22 rimfire gunk, but this sealing surface right here, this taper interface in here is just completely, I mean, I'm not some kind of olive oil shrimp nincompoop. I got pretty good hand strength and I can't budge this thing. So I'm going to take some tools to it. Give me 1 second and then maybe we can get it open. I'm not feeling real good about being able to actually get the baffles out of this thing at this point if I can't even get the taper mount adapter off. So give me a couple seconds. I'll see if I can wrench this thing loose on these flats without marring it up or destroying it. Alright, I got it apart. I had to use 2 adjustable wrenches. I had to wrap it in tape, blue painter's tape, to keep it from getting marred up. I had to put an adjustable wrench on the main body of the can, put a second one on the taper mount adapter, using the first one as a holdback. I don't know why it would be so difficult to get apart. That's kind of absurd to me. Look terribly dirty inside. It's a bit of carbon, bit of lead. Taking the Taxol Axiom apart with a lot less effort and a lot more gunk inside. I'm going to pull the front cap, see if I can get the baffles out. Okay, well that's a pleasant surprise right there. Baffles just fell right out. Nothing to it. They're fairly dirty. You can see that some of them are super clean on the mating surface where they sit on each other. Like the 22 goop was not able to get through to the body of the can. So that's good. That's a good thing. I'm happy about that. Still not happy about that, but I don't know what the answer is. I sent an email over to Griffin and asked them for some tips or some pointers to keep this from happening again in the future. So hopefully I get a reply. Maybe I'll put a little anti-seize or a little grease or something in it. I'm not sure. So anyway, that's where we sit with this thing right now. The next step is I'm going to put it on the PS90 SBR. We'll go out to the range, put some rounds through it, since that's really what I bought it for, was specifically for that rifle. It does work really good on the AR. I was shooting with some guys that had much bigger cans, and there wasn't a whole lot of difference in sound, to me at least. I don't have any meters or anything fancy like that, but it sounded pretty good. So other than this welding itself together crap, pretty good with it so far. I like it. So we'll see if there's an answer to that. We'll get this thing out to the range. Hang on a second. Get the truck loaded up. We'll head out. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. YouTube. We're out at the range. I got the PS90 with the Griffin Optimus Micro on it. Got about 45 rounds. 197 in it. I'm working on 0 in the aim point, so I'm going to go out to 25 yards, fire a couple rounds, see how it sounds. Alright, here we are, about 25 yards. Alright, I'm out at about 45 yards. I'm being lazy, I don't feel like moving the table. Got a big orange dot out there. Gonna try hit that. So out a little further at this distance, you can hear bullet flight. It's super quiet, they're VMAXs. I noticed that with the 5.7 pistol too. They're quieter than subsonic 9mm really. There's a lot of mechanical racket that you can feel through your face. Imagine you're shooting an AR with a standard buffer spring in it, and you get all that mechanical racket that kind of comes through your jawbone and your cheekbone into your ear. There's a lot more of that going on here because of the blowback action. There's probably a little bolt bounce. As far as what's coming out the ejection port, it's not bad at all because it's going down, and what's coming out the muzzle is negligible. There's not much going on there. All that being said, it is still a little uncomfortable for me in my right ear, just because that's the ear facing all of that racket. So to shoot this, if I was going to shoot this all day and do mag dumps and play with it and have fun, I would definitely stick an earplug in my right ear. Left ear wide open to the atmosphere. Absolutely comfortable. There's no problems. So I'm going to check that 0 and tune it up a little more. We'll shoot it a little more. I'll shoot it a little more. You don't have one. Yeah, I didn't hit anything. That bullseye is super safe from me at the moment. Come down a little bit more. All right, we're getting closer. I changed the position of the mic. There was a lot of racket from it rubbing on my shirt, on my lanyard here. So those rounds all went into the very top of that orange circle. So I dropped 4 clicks down, came left 1 click. We'll see where that lands us. Now, those clicks didn't do anything. All the rounds went into the same place. And give it another 4 clicks down. All right, we're getting close. 4 more clicks down. I want to put this thing into the bottom of the bull at 45, which will have it pretty much dead on at 50. I like to keep the aim point at 50 for if I want to come to the range and practice. I'm gonna work out a way to put a Viridian green laser somewhere about here on a piece of rail that I've got to machine. That'll be zeroed at probably 20, 25 feet, 21 feet. That'll be for in the house. So that's that many rounds so far. According to the magazine, we're down to, I don't know, somewhere between 10 and 25. My left ear is still doing good. No discomfort or anything like that. All right, I'm pretty good with where those landed. I'm gonna put 2 more clicks down in it, and I'm happy with it. I got, like I said, maybe 20 rounds, maybe 15, maybe 17. I don't know. I'm going to step back to about 21 feet and just mag dump them into this orange dot. Right now it's got about 13 holes in it. We'll see if we can double that number. Can smells hot. Yeah, I got like 9 of them in there. I think I was, obviously, I should have been aiming up in here. I was aiming like right there. But either way, he ain't happy. Well, that's it. That's all I got to say about the Griffin Armament Optimus Micro. It's great for this platform. My real only complaints are it welding itself together with 300 rounds of assorted ammo going through it. I'd like to see wrenches included for that, and 2 for that, so you can break it apart when it gets stuck. Some sort of non-marring wrenches. I'd even pay for them. Other than that, those baffles were really clean. I was really surprised after a couple hundred rounds of 22 how clean those baffles stayed. And overall, I'm happy I got it. I'm really happy I can use it on an AR because it does tone them down a little bit. Doesn't scare the dog when you're coyote hunting and whatever. If you got anything else you want me to put it on any other hosts, let me know. Leave some comments. Make sure to subscribe. I'm still a little short of my 1,000,000th subscriber. I don't know the exact number, but I'm not quite there yet. I need you guys to get me there, so don't forget to do that. And stay tuned for more videos on this PS90. I got a couple other ideas planned for it.